Hello everyone and welcome back guys to a brand new video where today we're here back with more iRacing. This time round we're here with the Ferrari GT3 Sprint once more. Didn't have the best running at it all the way back at Knock Hill last week. Seems a very long time ago now. But today though we're back here at Laguna, Seca, and fingers crossed this one can go a little bit better. Of course a car track combo that I've driven many times in the past. Kind of an iconic combo now, I think, here on iRacing as well. But 15 minutes ahead of us, we start P2 as the number 7 car here. Actually a pretty good qualifying. You see outside of the front row there, we've got Eric just in front of us as we get ready to go green, and I'm sure he's going to bolt heading out of the final corner. Let's just wait and see. Which, yes, he does, as predicted. So luckily I cover the inside there into the final corner. That's going to give us a bit of breathing room from the guys behind, and apparently we've already got blue flags. No idea what that was about on the HUD. But big snag of the brakes as we head down in towards turn 1. Try and get the car rotated out. Eric got pole over me by about a tenth and a half, I want to say, in the end, and then we were about another tenth and a half clear of P3. So I think my aim today is really just to try and apply the pressure to him. Guy behind us, the number 20 car. Oh, look at that immediately. Just clobbers the curbs as we head down in towards turn 4, and immediately he's going to go on the defensive. We run very deep over there. There's lots of carnage behind us. We were very lucky not to take ourselves out of the race there. Yeah, definitely want to try and apply the pressure in this one today, because I feel like we can try and force an error out of Eric and maybe pick up our first win in quite a few weeks. Someone goes off down at the bottom of the hill as we head into the corkscrew for the first time. Tyres and brakes now pretty much up to temperature. Yeah, we've got to try and settle down into a rhythm, and a quick one at that. You know, we can't afford to give him any breathing room, I think, in this one today. If, of course, the win is what we're going for there. Big hit of the sausage curbs, you can see already. 1 second gap opening up to the guys behind. Really struggling to get the car rotated through the final corner. I feel like that's where I'm losing a lot of time around this lap there. But 1 second in front, 1 second behind there. It seems like the top 3 guys have spread out quite a bit off the start, which is always nice. He's got a little bit of room to lean on people without, of course, worrying too much about the cars behind you early on. But again, I think this one is going to very much be sort of, I think it's going to be about an 11 lap race here, and they're all going to be qualifying laps here, as again we kick out the back end slightly. Traction control working overtime. That time around he's going to avoid the sausage curb through there, as I'm definitely going to start exploring a little bit, pushing too hard.
Keep it between the lines.
It's going to be my first 1X. Actually rather difficult to pick up 1X's here at Laguna Seca. But yeah, we have picked up our first. Head back through the bottom of the hill there. Really satisfying when you get it hooked up. It should be a third gear corner, but just haven't quite got the confidence early on in the race. So we'll try and get a nice tidy open run into the corkscrew. Of course, got to try and attack the curbs on the way in and on the way out. And just through here, dab of the brakes halfway through just to make sure you get the front end tipped in. Otherwise, yeah, the car will really try and escape you, especially something like this Ferrari. Through the final couple of corners, definitely feel like we're quicker in the back half of the lap over Eric just in front of us there. As again, we actually get a nice run out the final turn that time. So despite the mistake, gap hasn't actually changed at all at the end of that second lap there. We lost 0.04 of a second.
Behind has just done a 22.59.
So actually the guy behind went ever so slightly quicker. But yeah, so we definitely have got some pretty decent potential pace in the car. Looks like work the tyres up rather nicely. See if we can try and get turn 3. Well, yeah, technically turn 3 I'd say. I always class, some people think that first sort of hairpin is 2 corners. I always like to think of it as 1. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, but I always see it as 1 corner. You know, it's 1 fluid motion on the steering. But yeah, we're starting just to get a little bit closer again. Let's try third gear that time round. Attack such curve on the way in, but we've got a nice run nonetheless. Yeah, we haven't exactly broken away from Arthur either, so he's certainly going to be one to watch. So just so careful you don't spike the throttle on the way in, otherwise the back end will just come round and you and the traction control, the back end goes loose. A bit of a dip there, that's okay. Yeah, really got to try and chuck this car around though. Cut back through the final corner. It's kind of like the only corner on the entire lap you really want to get the car composed for, but Gap's come down another 10th that time round. It's just going to be those small little victories that we need. So yeah, 10th and a half taken out there.
Good lap. That's your best in the session.
I feel like I'm outbraking slightly in turn 1, but that time round we're going to get hooked up. So I'm going to try and brake and get the car rotated in. So that was nice. Really planted there. Back end didn't float around like it sometimes tends to. There's a guy in front, big mistake there. That's going to leave us right all over the back of him. Fair play, he held on to it rather well. So we're going to try and go for a bit of a switch back on the exit. He's not going to be confident now on the throttle. A little bit of sand on his tyres. Those are the sort of little mistakes you want to see.
Front is now 0.32. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Again, just trying to take some alternate lines. Just fill his mirrors a little bit here. Again, we've got to be very careful. We're arguably in the most difficult position of the three of us. Because we've both got to attack and defend. Unless, of course, Arthur just decides to sit back and wait. But I'm not sure in a 15-minute sprint race he's probably going to do. I feel like on the big braking zones we gain a little bit there, so we try and roll on the power out the final corner. I mean, all three of us, yeah, very much checked out on the guys behind. Arthur's got some very good pace, though. Oh, guy in the lead just runs a bit deep again. Or just lean on him. Definitely going to be another error to be had here. See how little confidence he had on the exit there. He's moving around in the braking zone, he's panicking. This is what you love to see when you're trying to apply the pressure. He just gets a little bit of a bobble on the exit. Good thing about ascending into the corkscrew, but definitely not this time round.
P2.
So just have to watch me mirrors there. We're braking a little bit early there, as that's going to be our second instant point.
We just had a warning for cutting the track.
So easy just to get a bit out of shape if you make that one mistake through there. Run on the power rather nicely on the exit, but that was not a good run at the final corner, and that's just going to give him a little bit of breathing room again. And ready, the lead is starting to dictate the pace a bit more. Starting just to slow us up backs into each other. And again, we could try and do a bit like we did at Knock Hill, where we just play the patience game and try and force a move really late on, but not quite sure it's going to be the same sort of race as that one, where, you know, big sends.
Fuel is fine.
I think this one is, yeah, Laguna Seca is such a different kettle of fish. Very much just got to try and keep leaning on people. That was nice. That was really good. Tipped it in really early. Get a nice run up the hill. He's aware of it, goes defensive. Understeer though on the exit. This means you can get right underneath him, but no closer. Oh, come on. This is such good racing early on, though.
That time was 1:22.76. Sector 3 is 0.44.
Again, it's turn 1 where we're confident. Actually, had to open up the steer, and that time scrubbed off a bit too much speed with our first corner. Close, had to open up the steering lock to stop the traction control cutting in, but he was going to be right up on the sand. Come on! There we go, that's another good run as we head up the hill. so early that time. He broke at the perfect point there. I'm not going to argue that against him, because it just meant we couldn't commit. We just had to stick behind him, or bump and run him, either or. Really lent on the EBS that time. Again, we're just not close enough back into T1. That's the problem.
Last light was at 123.09.
Back end again, trying it.
This is good. We'll be on the podium if we can keep it together.
Come on! Don't start making small mistakes. Trying wide there, was worried the back end wasn't going to grip up. Far behind, just slipping back though. As we can apply all our racing and sort of mental capacity, if you will, on the guy in front. Cover nicely out the final corner. And we've only got a few more laps to get this done though, 3 more including this one I think. It's deep. Quite slowed down still, but normally I gain a couple of tenths there. Just having to straighten at the steering lock as early as possible. Get that traction control kicking out. He's just trying to up the pace again at the moment. Oh, that was not good. Wallop the curbing. Didn't cost me much, but just doesn't help you out mentally. Very different lines into that. I'm a lot more half throttle. He likes to take a lot more speed in and then scrub it all off mid-corner. Come on, 2 more to go. RBI I think's checked out this one.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Getting the front end just didn't want to grip up.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
I'm trying to push the close back up the gap. Oh no! That might be it. That might well be the mistake that cost us. Gap opens up to a second. It's very, very deep into the corkscrew. We almost follow him though. Some desperation starting to set in for us. Just giving it everything the car's got now. 1 more lap to go. Gap's still under a second, but not optimistic now unless he makes an error. He either tries to play it really safe when we get a bit closer, or yeah, we can
keep it together. We'll be on the podium.
attacking a lot more curb than he is, but it's not helping us. We're second guessing ourselves there. Yeah, that's it. That's it. He's only going to be P2. Oh, it's so annoying. We gave it our all though today. It just wasn't quite enough. Laguna Seca, track position is king, I'm afraid. And we learned that the hard way in this one. Spent all race looking at the back of that Ferrari. But fair play to him, he soaked up the pressure. Into the final corner, it is going to be Eric that takes home the dub. Oh, we really pushed it through the final turn. 4X as well isn't brilliant, but we should gain some SR, but GG's to Eric there. That was a very, very good defensive drive by him. Bit of a shame we didn't see Arthur stay close towards the end, although to be honest he probably would have got past me had he been right there, but what a race that was nonetheless. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, do make sure you leave a like and get yourself subscribed. Back-to-back podiums though in iRacing, and yeah, we'll be back very, very soon with a lot more.